lovely good evening and welcome to Camnet TV main news today, the 2nd of January in the year 2025. Let's take a look at the headlines. Government orders closure of MUNYAULE market to curb cholera. Dandy KRAZY dies, President HICHILEMA mourns loss. 20 lives lost in 166 New Year Road MISHAPS. And our international headline this evening, Ghana opens doors with visa-free access for all African countries in 2025. In sports, SEKO FOFANA returns to Ligue 1, joins RENNES in €20 million deal. Join me for these and many more stories after this break.
Get all the latest updates in court news only on Camnet TV. We take you and make you feel part of the court sessions through our in-depth coverage of the adjudication process. Get informed on those who have been arrested, delayed and denied the police bond or bail victims, persons taking plea, court adjournments, verdicts, and those administration issues in the judiciary. Camnet TV is on channel 274 on DSTV, channel 25 on GOVT, and find us on channel 106 on Topstar. You can also follow and give us a like on our social media platforms. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
To present Camnet TV main news for the year 2025, I'm Tapelo Joe Smata. Government has ordered the closure of MUNYAULE market located on Lumumba Road to prevent the spread of cholera immediately. The market, situated on a drainage system, has been blocking water flow and creating conditions conducive to the disease. Local Government Road Development Minister Gary Nkombo confirmed that the market's closure is a necessary step to protect public health. Mr. Nkombo advised traders to relocate to other facilities as government works on the completion of the Simon Mwewa market. And Minister of Health Elijah Mchima also urged cooperation from the market owners Patson Kalunga and assured the public that efforts to eliminate cholera risks would continue. Dr. Mchima also cautioned other markets and trading places across the country to ensure high levels of hygiene.
Minister, I've instructed him to begin with himself, to remove his merchandise at that place, and I'm very sure that consequently everyone else will fall into position by giving council an opportunity to clean and deepen that drainage. We have a contractor, as a matter of fact, on site. Is he here? We have a contractor on site whose work has stalled because of the resistance that we have got from our citizens, obviously being influenced by pecuniary benefits from Mr. Kalunga. Unfortunately, they have also granted political party members to cry foul. And from the point of view of the ministry, because we are the ones who take the blame when cholera hits, together with the Ministry of Health, to close with immediate effect so that we can save public health. We want to prevent cholera, which has been with us for some time. And we promise the Zambian people that we are going to do the best. The best we can do now is to let Zambians throughout the whole country to be alert about cholera disease. Any dirty, any filthy, any drainage that is closed, any market, we shall not hesitate to close such a crime. So we want people to be upstanding, standing tall, observe hygiene in all areas. We are in Nakonde, shall be in Lusaka, shall be in Chilambongwe, Kasumarisa, shall be in Kitwe, everywhere. This message, local government is everywhere, Ministry of Health is everywhere. We have to deal. We have to synergize and effect this regulation. Whoever ablocate the first part of the law. So with immediate effect, let's begin with the town center. Let's begin with MUNYAULE. Mr. Kalunga Steel, please bear.
Renowned Zambian musician Wesley Chibambo, popularly known as Dandy KRAZY, has died following a road traffic accident on New Year's Eve. The incident occurred on the Great North Road between Cabo and Kapiri in Ponshi, where 4 lives were lost at the scene. Dandy KRAZY, who sustained critical injuries, was rushed to a University Teaching Hospital, UTH, for emergency treatment. Despite undergoing surgery and intensive care (ICU), he was pronounced dead early this morning at 01:42 hours. Celebrated for his signature contributions to Zambia's music scene, Dandy KRAZY rose to fame with hits like Don't CHOLERA, which became an anthem during the 2011 general elections. In the wake of his passing, President HICHILEMA expressed deep sadness, extending his condolences to the musician's family and the public. The president acknowledged Dandy KRAZY's significant impact on the nation's music and culture. President HICHILEMA also paid tribute to the 4 other victims of the accident, offering solidarity and support to their grieving families. Meanwhile, as the nation continues to mourn Dandy's passing, Zambian musician Wesley Chibambo, popularly known as Dandy KRAZY, who tragically died in the early hours of today, the opposition United Kwacha Alliance chairperson Sakwiba Sikota has proposed a nationwide tribute to celebrate Dandy KRAZY's life and legacy. Mr. Sikota urged all radio and television stations as well as bloggers to simultaneously play the late musician's songs for 2 hours ahead of his burial service. He also hopes Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts Permanent Secretary Chama Fumba, popularly known as Pilato, and the Zambia Association of Musicians, ZAM, will facilitate state media's involvement in the tribute. Dandy KRAZY, known for his electrifying stage presence and socially conscious music, gained national prominence with his iconic political anthem, Don't CHOLERA.
He is somebody that we must honor. In spite of those national awards he got, I think that he also needs an award from the people of Zambia themselves. The people of Zambia themselves can give him this honor by taking time and all of us thinking about him at the same time, that the whole nation thinks about him, prays for him at the very same time. This can be done to set an agreed date and time, probably on the burial date, and to say, for example, once we know when the burial program, church program will begin, perhaps start to choose maybe 2 hours before, and then say that everybody at that time should stop to think about him, tune in their radios, and then ask all the radio stations, all the bloggers to be playing his music for a set period of time, an hour or 2, and that way everybody will be able to recollect and think about the positive influences that Dandy KRAZY had on us. I think that the Zambia Association of Musicians, the president of the association, should make it a point to go around to the various media houses to make them buy into this form of honoring Dandy KRAZY. Also, Pilato, who is the permanent secretary at the Ministry of in charge of Arts, who himself is an artist, should honor his colleague by having all the state media, ZNBC, television and radio, Zanis, also at that time just play his music at that set time and to encourage others to do so. I think that in this way we would have honored him. Of course, this is not the only honor that he should be given, but it's one way of honoring him.
And government has pledged support to the families of musician Wesley Chibambo, popularly known as Dandy KRAZY, and 4 others who tragically lost their lives in a road traffic accident on December 31st, 2024. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts, Chama Fumba, expressed profound sorrow over the loss of Dandy KRAZY and others, describing him as a key figure in Zambia's arts industry whose music carried deep meaning and cultural resonance. Mr. Fumba highlighted the late musician's instrumental role in inspiring artists, particularly those from the Copper Belt, to pursue success in the industry. He also disclosed that government, through the National Arts Council and the Zambia Association of Musicians, is working to repatriate the bodies of the deceased from Kapirimponshi to the Copper Belt and to provide support to the bereaved families. The Permanent Secretary emphasized the government's commitment to ensuring that families of the deceased receive the necessary assistance during this difficult time.
Not only Dandy that we've lost in this particular moment, we've lost a few other artists. I think 3 artists, one of them being on the Copper Belt, and a driver. We've lost Warren Penge, we've lost Mr. Christopher Miembe, and also Mr. Humphrey McCoffey, who was a driver. Again, this is a very big loss, not just to their families. It's a very big loss to the country. These are young people whose dreams, whose ideas are critical for us to develop our country. And on behalf of my ministry and on behalf of government, we express our condolences to these families, and we do pray and wish for God's strength and guidance. I must also mention that as government we are doing everything we can to support the families. We are currently working very closely with the Zambia Association of Musicians and through the National Arts Council to support the already interventions in making sure that we successively mourn our colleagues. So through National Arts Council and ZAM, we are working at repatriating the bodies from Kapiri, so 2 to Lusaka, 1 to the Copper Belt. We also are trying to support interventions at the funerals for all the 4 deceased. Otherwise, we are saddened, and we are working and doing everything possible to support the families.
The Zambia Police Service has recorded 166 road traffic accidents nationwide during the 2025 New Year Festival period, resulting in 20 fatalities. Police spokesperson Ray Hamonga disclosed that of the total accidents, 15 were fatal, 27 were classified as serious, resulting in 52 serious injuries, while 38 were slight accidents, leaving 51 with minor injuries. The remaining 86 accidents involved vehicle damage only. Lusaka province registered the highest number of accidents with 60, followed by the Copper Belt with 38, and Wapula province recorded the lowest with just 1 accident. Now, Mr. Hamonga attributed the major causes of the accidents to human error, including excessive speed, failure to keep near side, misjudging clearance distances, and driver fatigue. Despite the fatalities, the 2025 New Year period recorded a significant reduction in accidents compared to the 262 reported during the same period in 2024. This improvement is attributed to strategic measures implemented by the Zambia Police. While there was a slight reduction in fatal accidents from 16 last year to 15 this year, the number of deaths increased by 4.
A total of 166 road traffic accidents were recorded countrywide, a significant reduction compared to 262 accidents recorded during the same period in 2024. Fatal road accidents, 15 fatal road accidents were recorded, resulting in 20 fatalities compared to 16 accidents recorded with 16 fatalities in 2024. The figures show a slight decrease by 1 fatal road traffic accidents and an increase in persons killed by 4. Serious accidents, 27 serious accidents with 52 persons seriously injured compared to 40 accidents and 62 injuries in 2024. This year we had 38 slight accidents with 51 persons sustaining minor injuries compared to 39 accidents with 56 injuries in 2024. Damage only, we had 86 damage on accidents compared to 167 in 2024. Lusaka province recorded the highest number of accidents with 60, followed by Copperbelt with 38, Central 14, Southern 12, Northwestern 10, Eastern and Muchinga 9 each, Western 8, Northern 5, and Wapula 1. The majority of accidents are attributed to human error with the following specific causes. 1. Excessive speed with 48 accidents, failing to keep to near side 26 accidents, misjudging clearance distance 25 accidents. Other contributing factors included driver fatigue, inattention, and failure to observe traffic regulations. The Zambia Police Service remains deeply concerned about the fatalities and injuries recorded. We urge all road users to exercise caution, adhere to speed limits, and prioritize safety to further reduce accidents on our roads. Let us work together to ensure safer roads for everyone.
The Human Rights Commission, HRC, has clarified that it has not received or observed any complaints of human rights violations or abuse against TikToker Francis Kapwepwe, popularly known as Why Me. Commission spokesperson MUNYAULE revealed that the Commission conducted a routine visit to Mr. Kapwepwe in Livingstone Correctional Facility on December 31st, 2024. He explained that the visit was part of the Commission's mandate to inspect detention and correctional facilities to assess the human rights conditions of individuals in custody. According to Mr. MUNYAULE, both correctional officers and Mr. Kapwepwe confirmed that he had been receiving visits from friends and well-wishers. However, some individuals were denied access for arriving after the official lockdown time of 16 hours. Mr. Kapwepwe is currently on trial at the Livingstone Magistrate Court for alleged hate speech. He has been remanded at the correctional facility since May 29, 2024, after failing to meet bail conditions, and efforts by the Commission to assist in securing his bond and bail were unsuccessful. According to Mr. MUNYAULE, the accused is scheduled for his next court mention on January 3, 2025, with a ruling on whether he has a case to answer expected on January 10th, 2025. Now, moving on, the opposition Citizens First Party President HICHILEMA has expressed concern over recent remarks allegedly made by Education Minister Douglas Siakalima, describing them as divisive and detrimental to national unity. Mr. Kalaba said the minister's comments, which compared the achievements of the United Party for National Development (UPND) government to those of Zambia's first president Kenneth Kaunda, were not only disrespectful but also undermined the integrity of his office. Allegations are that Mr. Siakalima said the UPND government had accomplished more in 3 years than Dr. Kaunda achieved during his 27-year presidency. Mr. Kalaba described the statement as a blatant affront to Zambia's history, highlighting the enduring impact of Dr. Kaunda's legacy projects, including the University Teaching Hospital, the University of Zambia, Copperbelt University, the Kariba Dam, and the Tazama pipeline. The opposition leader has since challenged Mr. HICHILEMA to provide evidence of the UPND government's tangible accomplishments beyond presiding over an economy marked by rising prices of essential commodities such as milling meal, cooking oil, and fuel. He noted that while the government has employed teachers and health workers, these professionals continue to face hardships due to the high cost of living.
To say the UPND has achieved more in 3 years compared to what President Kaunda did in 27 years is an insult to the memories of our founding father, who fought for regional liberation, built the University Teaching Hospital, the University of Zambia and Copperbelt University, Tazama pipeline, and many other key legacy infrastructure projects that have continued to sustain the Zambian economy. I challenge Mr. HICHILEMA to point at what the UPND has done, apart from placing mines in the hands of their friends, running down the economy, and increasing the prices of essential commodities, including milling meal, eggs, cooking oil, and fuel. The teachers and health workers that this government claims to have employed are suffering from the unprecedented high cost of living, as their mega salaries cannot buy basic commodities under a terribly managed economy by those who claim to have superior quality of vision. Mr. HICHILEMA, as a senior member of the ruling party and a minister for that matter, should also desist from using hate speech against fellow citizens. Under no circumstances should he be calling other citizens as monkeys. It's immoral, insulting, cheap politicking, and downright lack of inspirational leadership qualities for someone called Minister of Education. It is even more disturbing and troubling that this is not the first time Mr. HICHILEMA is engaging himself in hate speech. When he called those of us from the north as suffering from the poverty of the mind, we gave him the benefit of doubt. But it's very clear now that the man must be termed as a matter of urgency. In fact, in a serious government, Mr. HICHILEMA should have lost his job long time ago. I urge President HICHILEMA to manage Mr. HICHILEMA, as we will not stand by and watch him continue to insult, bully, and humiliate other citizens.
In education news, Texila American University has announced the opening of the Kenneth Kaunda Scholarship for 2025 academic year, forecast on the School of Health to be awarded on a 100%, 50%, and 25% basis. Professor A.J. Poda, Vice Chancellor of Texila American University, stated that the scholarships are part of the institution's commitment to supporting students, particularly those facing challenges in accessing tertiary education. Meanwhile, Tilienji Kaunda, son of the late former President Kenneth Kaunda, spoke on behalf of Kenneth Kaunda Foundation, emphasizing the importance of keeping his father's legacy alive. He noted that Kenneth Kaunda championed education and health, and the scholarship serves as a fitting tribute to his values. Mr. Kaunda expressed his appreciation for the initiative and assured the institution of the foundation's ongoing support and collaboration.
And my president and the executive vice president, the promoters of the university, they are very happy and they are very, very committed towards this society, that whatever we have gained from the land of Zambia, we must return it back to the society in terms of supporting them for the higher education. We are always committed with the government policies, government's rules and regulations, and that is why whatever the policies comes from the government, we only go by that, and with that we are providing the students a way, a kind of the raise of the hope, the opportunity that they can go with this scholarship and make their dreams true.
It is important for Dr. Kaunda's legacy, because as you know, he was very strong on education and of course health, because all of us here, at some point, we've been through the hands of a doctor. So a doctor touches many, many, many lives. So fortunately, for us, is really goes the depths of our hearts as a family, because you're doing two things which I would appreciate. One, education, making it available, and two, producing quality doctors. And yes, we work hold hands with you. As you said, we will come and we will go, but this thing must continue through our hands which come after us.
Something which is supposed to be only for the privileged class. It is not like that, number one. Number two, since I'm coming from a different part of the globe, still the training what is going on here, based on the cost, it is 1/10 of the cost which is occurring or recurring in Europe, USA or Asia. So it is very subsidized here, number one. Number two, being subsidized, this is an opportunity where meritorious student can join us. And as explained by the DVC, there are slots of 150 and 25% which they can avail. So before doing MBCHB, that is Bachelor in Medicine and Bachelor in Surgery, they have to go for a foundation program that is for 1 year. What we say HPFP, Health Professional Foundation Program.
We now go to Eastern Province, where Luangwa Town Council has commenced a community sensitization program on the use of maintenance of newly constructed public water closets under the Constituency Development Fund CDF initiative. Senior Public Health Inspector Bettina Mtonga revealed that the program aims to educate the community on proper use and upkeep of the facilities to ensure their sustainability. The initiative is also designed to promote public health, enhance sanitation, and prevent the spread of disease in the area. Ms. Mutonga emphasized that fostering a sense of ownership and responsibility among community members is central to the program's success. The council team conducted awareness sessions highlighting the health benefits of improved sanitation, the importance of cleanliness, and the role of the community in maintaining the WCs.
Luangwa Town Council, through its planning department, has commenced the sensitization of the newly constructed public water closet under the Constituency Development Fund initiative for community projects. During the orientation, Senior Public Health Inspector Ms. Bettina Mtonga emphasized that the goal of these facilities is to educate the community on their proper use and maintenance to ensure sustainability, promote public health, improve sanitation, and prevent the spread of diseases. She further highlighted the importance of fostering a sense of ownership and responsibility among community members. Supporting the sensitization effort, Health Inspector Mr. Rapson Daka and Public Relations Officer Ms. Annie Longwe conducted awareness sessions emphasizing the health benefits of improved sanitation, the importance of maintaining cleanliness, and community responsibility for the upkeep of the WCs. The team also provided a hand-on demonstration on the proper use and maintenance of the water closets to enhance understanding and encourage community participation in sustaining these critical facilities.
And that particular story takes us to our first set of commercials. But do join us for international and sports news. When we come back, please do stay tuned.
Get all the latest updates in court news only on Camnet TV. We take you and make you feel part of the court sessions through our in-depth coverage of the adjudication process. Get informed on those who have been arrested, delayed and denied the police bond or bail victims, persons taking plea, court adjournments, verdicts, and those administration issues in the judiciary. Camnet TV is on channel 274 on DSTV, channel 25 on GOVT, and find us on channel 106 on Topstar. You can also follow and give us a like on our social media platforms. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
Potatoes, the unsung heroes of flavor. From crispy chips to creamy mash, potatoes are the versatile superstars of your kitchen. Grown with love by our dedicated workforce drawn from around the community of Palavana. Savenda Farm's commitment is to see to it that we have potatoes that are grown right, healthy, big and tasty. For that quick fix or big celebration or that meal that brings family together, top chefs rely on the Savenda potato to create culinary masterpieces. And for others, it's that icebreaker to a delightful conversation. So, embrace the magic of Savenda potatoes. They're not just a side dish, they're the heart and soul of your kitchen. Savenda, save nations, develop Africa.
Enjoy the benefits of an instant loan with us ranging from 1,000 kwacha to 750,000 kwacha paid express once collateral is viewed, valued and verified. Call us on 0763 595 359 or 0779 432 993. Classified Financial Express, here as your financial friend.
Every Monday to Thursday afternoon, join us for the Lunchtime Cafe. We get to bring to you emerging stories making the headlines, media news, and we remind you of what political leaders and governance actors said back in the days. In Forgotten Stories, we emphasize to you the importance of eating healthy foods and leading healthy lifestyles on the Nutrition Corner. Get the latest updates in sports and critical interviews. Because we value your contribution to national matters, we accord you an opportunity to share your perspectives during the viewers' reactions. The Camnet TV Lunchtime Cafe is an all-inclusive buffet. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
Are you looking for a reliable and efficient courier company with international standards? Then let UBZ Courier, your trusted partner in swift and secure deliveries, be your ultimate choice. Whether it's a small package or a hefty consignment, UBZ Courier handles it all, locally and internationally. Our modern call center ensures personalized attention for every client. For seamless deliveries within Zambia and beyond, trust UBZ Courier. Call us now on +260 763 062 680 or visit us at plot number 15 Mwapona Road, Woodland, Lusaka, Zambia. UBZ Courier, a world-class brand that can be trusted.
From time immemorial, we have had different types of lighting options, from those that can burn down our investments in minutes to those that dig holes in our pockets due to constant replacement and huge consumption of our ZESCO units. Savenda Electric introduces the new and advanced electric bulb with cutting-edge technology of LED that has low power consumption, gives out bright white light, and lasts up to 25,000 hours. Savenda Electric manufactures all types of LED light, like plastic LED fluorescent tubes, down lights, ceiling lights, outdoor fittings, and solar street lights made to customer specifications. Let's live on the bright side of life by choosing the wide range of Savenda electric lighting solutions that are available in all leading stores and supermarkets countrywide. For orders, call 0962 642 490 or email jnbunda@savenda.com or pchabula@savenda.com.
Welcome back and thank you so much for still joining us on the Camnet main news desk. Now in international news, starting early 2025, Ghana will implement a visa-free entry policy for citizens of all African nations following approval by President Nana Akufo-Addo in December 2024. The decision fulfills a commitment by the President during the Africa Prosperity Dialogues, aiming to foster stronger ties across the continent. The policy is expected to boost tourism, trade and travel to Ghana by removing visa-related barriers that have previously hindered the sectors. Ghana previously allowed visa-free access for nations of 26 African countries and visas on arrival for citizens of 25 others, with only 2 countries requiring pre-approved visas. With this move, Ghana joins Rwanda, Seychelles, the Gambia, and Benin as one of the few African nations granting visa-free access to holders of all African passports. Here's a roundup of international news.
Africans from nations outside Ghana previously required a visa to visit the country, but this is set to change. Beginning in early 2025, the West African country is allowing visa-free entry to citizens of all nations on the continent. The move comes after a pledge made by the President at the Africa Prosperity Dialogues. In the President's own words, it aims to build stronger ties across Africa. It's hoped that the new approach will increase tourism, trade and travel to the country. The nation used to allow access without a visa to nationals of 26 African countries and visas on arrival for citizens of 25 others. Only travellers from 2 nations on the continent required the document before visiting. The decision makes Ghana the 5th country on the continent to allow the entry of all holders of African passports. Rwanda, the Seychelles, the Gambia and Benin all have the same policy.
A metallic object believed to be part of a rocket separation stage has fallen from space into a village in eastern Kenya, according to Kenyan Space Agency and local media reports. Speaking to journalists on Wednesday, an official from the agency confirmed the discovery of the partially burnt metallic debris weighing approximately 500 kilograms.
So indeed we can confirm we've located the item. The area local should not be scared. It is a part of a space object which is in form of a ring, a metallic ring, possibly from a rocket separation stage. We are to assess the impact to the area, identify whose space object it is, so that we can use the existing legal mechanisms under international law as far as the Outer Space Treaty is concerned.
The official urged residents not to fear the object while affirming that the Kenyan Space Agency would investigate its origin and assess any potential damage to the surrounding area. No injuries or significant damage to property were reported in the village. The investigation into the incident is ongoing.
The Ivory Coast announced on Wednesday that French troops will leave the country after a decades-long military presence. It's the latest African country to downscale military ties with its former colonial power. Ivorian President Alassane Ouattara said the pullout would begin this month. It's within this framework that we have decided on the concerted and organised withdrawal of French forces in Ivory Coast. The 43rd Beamer Base, the French Marines Infantry Battalion of Port-Bouet, will be handed back over to the armed forces of Ivory Coast as early as January 2025.
Dès ce mois de janvier 2025.
France has had up to 600 troops in Ivory Coast. Ouattara's announcement follows that of other leaders across West Africa, where France's militaries are being asked to leave. Analysts have described the request for French troops to leave Africa as part of the wider structural transformation in the region's engagement with Paris. France has suffered similar setbacks in several West African countries in recent years, including Chad, Niger and Burkina Faso, where French troops that have been on the ground for many years have been kicked out.
And finally, in sports news this evening, Ivorian football star SEKO FOFANA is making a return to Ligue 1 after agreeing to join French side RENNES. The 20-year-old midfielder, who has been Saudi Pro League club Al Fateh on loan from Al Nassr, moves back to French football in a deal reported worth over 20 million euros. Fofana's arrival is seen as a significant boost for RENNES as they aim for a strong finish in the second half of the season. Fans are optimistic that his presence will enhance the team's ability to compete at the highest level both domestically and internationally. The midfielder previously earned widespread acclaim during his time at RC Lens from 2020 to 2023, attracting interest from several top European clubs.
2025 looks to be off to a good start for SEKO FOFANA. The Ivorian football star is returning to Ligue 1, having sealed an agreement to join Rennes. The 28-year-old midfielder has been with Saudi Pro League club El Ettifaq on loan from Al Nassr. His transfer back to French football is estimated to be worth more than 20 million euros. As Rennes sets its sight on a strong finish in the final half of the season, FOFANA's arrival is viewed as a boost for the team. Fans are hopeful that he will give the team the ability to compete at the highest level at home and further afield. FOFANA's performances at RC Lens garnered a wave of praise and interest from leading European clubs. As well as securing FOFANA, Rennes has also been looking to bolster the team by reportedly seeking to recruit Brice Samba. Like FOFANA, Samba has also previously played for Lens.
And that sporting item brings us to the end of this edition of Main News on Camnet TV. But before we go, a recap of stories making headlines. Government orders closure of MUNYAULE market to curb cholera. Dandy KRAZY dies, President HICHILEMA mourns loss. 20 lives lost in 166 New Year Road mishaps. In international news, Ghana opens doors with visa-free access for all Africans in 2025. In sports, SEKO FOFANA returns to Ligue 1, joins RENNES in 20 million euros deal. We now look at the Camnet verse for the day, coming from the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 18 to 19. It reads, "Do not remember the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a road in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." That ends the reading, and that ends the main news on Camnet TV. Now, dear viewer, as we enter into 2025, as we begin 2025 together, remember, Camnet TV is not just another channel. Now, on behalf of the entire production team, I'm Tapelo Joe Smarter. Good evening and God bless.